Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
They're going to look to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
T.J. Watt. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man here, Beasley.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
A nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll run on 1st down. Harris. Despite the strong run, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look. 6 DBs. From the gun, Whitmore. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 17. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's work. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category. That deserves a couple exclamation points.
And that's why he's one of the best running backs in the game today, because this run combined all the elements. Started with patience, and he was just waiting for the right lane to materialize. Then once he saw it, he used his speed and escapability in tandem and turned this into a tremendous play.
And all told, the next-gen stats show that he covered 80 yards on that run there. Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a give right side. It's Harris. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. With that last carry, he's now over 8,000 career rushing yards.
All right, big applause. Lots of clapping for this one, right? Think about it this way. Along the way, he has passed Hall of Famer Terrell Davis, and now he's starting to approach another Hall of Famer in Larry Zonka.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
108 yards rushing for him in this one, and he is drawing ever closer to a 2,000-yard season.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Whitmore. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Under 10.
Here's Harris. Finding some room at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now Harris. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
46.
This is Harris. Fighting through. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will finally be wrestled down at the Lions' 9. A big pickup there on the run. Anyone who watched Najee Harris at Alabama knows the kind of strength that this guy runs with, and he's continuing on that path here at the next level.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Marco Wilson. He's at the 50, 30, 10, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Extra point by McCann, up and good, and the lead is now 21-14.
Steelers 14. Jack Fox, the kickoff for the Lions.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Off play action. Whitmore. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. Second and 6, just inside the 30. They'll get this quickly out to Claypool. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
166 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake. Whitmore sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Check three. Check. 70 Lion. Come back team.
On 3rd and 2, Whitmore. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Check flag 46. Check flag 46. Check. 60 Bison.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And this one is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. And he finds Beasley complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And now off to the races down the right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6. For a Steeler touchdown. Boswell for the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. Couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first 2 quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
2nd down and 8. Now here's another carry for Harris. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
35's the mic. 60. Mike 35. 35's the mic.
To throw on 3rd down, Whitmore. That's swung out wide to Harris. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 4th down. They're going for it. This is Harris. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. He needed less than a foot. He didn't get a whole lot more than that, but he did get the first down.
Well, he and his offensive line created enough push where if he was able to just fall forward as he was able to there, that would pick up the first down. As you noted, didn't need a whole lot, didn't get much more than that.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. On 2nd down, it's Harris. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
Off play action. Whitmore. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
Picked up by Garyon Conley. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They run out of the gun with Swift.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
Now a play fake here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
Open space inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
DeAndre Swift.
His second TD of the game and 18th of the year.
And the Lions on just 2 plays have taken the lead. McCann now for the extra point.
And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? And got his man complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Here's a handoff to Swift. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. Now back to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off at the 33. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Boy, 184 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
They'll try to run with Harris. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll try and run with Harris. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Back to throw. Whitmore. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. They run for it with Harris, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point put through by Boswell. And they will take a 7-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback. And it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man open. It's Ross. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because they had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The Steelers send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 2nd and 2. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On first down, Swift. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play there for Detroit. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in, but when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, it brings me right out of my seat.
He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Back to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. They'll look to throw on third and goal. Flushed out right. Touchdown! It's complete. A great play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And, partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Off the play fake. Edwards. Eluding the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. They'll try the left side with Henderson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Edwards, off play action. Caught left side, Williams. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That's 30 yards now in the last 2 plays, back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look to grab a late lead. Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. and whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And, yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
They do tack on the extra point as well. They will take a 7-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They'll run on first down. Swift. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
Here's Swift. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end here. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
That is caught at the 7. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And the Steelers have just about sewn up this football game. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They run once more with Henderson. And for a second straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now a handoff. Henderson. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Oh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Back to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield, and it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty, and with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the